Nexus City, a bustling metropolis where dreams seemed to dance in the neon glow of its skyscrapers. A young boxer named Bruce dared to harbor aspirations that transcended the ordinary. His dream was a beacon of resilience and determination, radiating through the gritty training gyms and dimly lit alleys that defined his world. Bruce's fists spoke a language of passion, and with each punch he threw, he could feel the resonance of his ambition echoing in the rhythmic thud against the heavy bag. As the days turned into nights and the sweat-soaked hours morphed into weeks, Bruce's relentless pursuit of excellence brought him face to face with the intricacies of his own character. The ring became a crucible where he confronted not just opponents, but also the boundaries of his own resilience. However, within the confines of his relentless training routine, little did Bruce know that his journey was destined to be more than just a series of victories and defeats. One fateful evening, under the harsh glow of the gym's fluorescent lights, Bruce experienced a loss that cut deeper than any physical pain he had endured in the ring. The defeat, like a ghostly specter, lingered in the corners of his mind, casting a haunting shadow over his aspirations. The once invincible aura that surrounded him seemed to waver, and doubt crept into the edges of his determination. Yet, it was precisely at this moment of vulnerability that the true essence of Bruce's character was tested. As the city's heartbeat pulsed around him, he found himself at a crossroads, torn between surrendering to the despair of that haunting loss or summoning an unparalleled resilience that could redefine not only his career, but the very core of who he was. The path ahead was uncertain, fraught with challenges that would demand more than physical prowess. It would require him to tap into the depths of his soul, unraveling the layers of grit and determination that lay beneath the surface. The air in Bruce's training gym was thick with the scent of sweat and determination, a heady mix that clung to the worn-out punching bags and frayed ropes. Each day, as the first rays of dawn filtered through the small, grimy windows, Bruce would lace up his gloves, ready to face the challenges that awaited him in the harsh world of professional boxing. The rhythmic thud of his punches against the heavy bag became a familiar heartbeat, a symphony of resilience that echoed off the graffiti-covered walls. Yet amidst the cacophony of his training routine, there lingered a palpable tension, a shadow that followed Bruce like a ghost. The Juggernaut, an elusive opponent from his recent past, haunted his every move. The memory of that devastating loss clung to him like a second skin, an indelible mark on his journey toward greatness. One evening, as the harsh glow of the gym's fluorescent lights flickered overhead, Bruce found himself face to face with the Juggernaut once more. It wasn't a physical adversary standing before him, but the ghost of doubt that had taken residence in the recesses of his mind. The bag, once a canvas for his dreams, now seemed to morph into the phantom opponent, absorbing the impact of each punch with a sinister resilience. Sweat streamed down Bruce's face as he unleashed a relentless barrage of punches, his muscles straining with the effort. The Juggernaut's presence grew stronger, manifesting in the doubt that crept into the edges of his determination. Each punch became a battle cry, a defiant challenge to the haunting specter that threatened to derail his ambitions. In the midst of this internal struggle, the game's walls seemed to close in, amplifying the intensity of the moment. The audience, though unseen, could feel the electric tension in the air, as if they were witnessing not just a physical workout, but a psychological duel between Bruce and his inner demons. The thud of the punches became a heartbeat, racing with anticipation. In their first encounter, the Juggernaut shattered Bruce's dreams with a single blow. The defeat left him broken, filled with fear and anxiety. The shadow of that night loomed over him, casting doubt on his abilities and preventing him from reaching his true potential. One day, fate had a different plan for Bruce. As he was lost in his thoughts, his mentor, Mike, appeared before him, like a guiding light in the darkness.
Hey there, kid. The doubts you have are going to be the death of you. You have got to stop the Juggernaut from haunting you. You have to accept the fact that every great boxer has fallen. I, too, have kissed the floor dozens of times. It really hurts, both physically and mentally. But remember, it is not the defeat, that defines us, but how we rise from it. It's not about how hard you can punch. It's how many punches you can take and keep moving forward. And that is the difference between a champion and a rookie.
Mike's words struck a chord within Bruce's soul. He knew he had to face his fears head-on to conquer the shadows that held him back.
Yo, Mike. Glad to have you in my corner. It's tough when I see shadows of him everywhere I go. I feel shitty. But I'm gonna conquer this fear of mine or I'll never see the end of it. But yo, once I win this match, you're gonna have to come back out from retirement and train them rookies in this gym. They need the best of the best.
Yeah. Kids these days are so goddamn demanding. Jeez, you better win or I'm gonna put you on body shot duty.
Bruce's training intensified. He pushed his body to its limits, honing his skills and mastering his craft. With every punch, he unleashed his inner strength, refusing to let fear control him any longer. The day of redemption has arrived. The Juggernaut, arrogant and unbeaten, stood before Bruce once again. But this time, Bruce was not the same fighter. The day of redemption has arrived. The Juggernaut, arrogant and unbeaten, stood before Bruce once again. But this time, Bruce was not the same fighter. The arena pulsated with energy as the bell rang, signaling the commencement of the long-awaited showdown between Bruce and the Juggernaut. The air was electric with anticipation, the crowd's deafening cheers reverberating through the stadium like a thunderous wave. As Bruce stepped into the ring, a palpable transformation was evident in his demeanor. Gone were the traces of fear, anxiety, and doubt that had once clouded his path. Bruce's eyes, once haunted by the ghost of his past defeat, now sparkled with an unwavering determination. He moved with a newfound grace and precision, his every step resonating with the assurance that came from conquering his inner demons. The Juggernaut, arrogant and undefeated, stood tall on the other side of the ring, exuding an air of overconfidence that had become synonymous with his name. The atmosphere around Bruce seemed to shift, a chill settling in as all extraneous emotions melted away, leaving only a focused and stoic resolve. His piercing gaze locked onto his opponent, sending shivers down the spines of those who witnessed the intensity emanating from him. Amidst the cacophony of the cheering crowd, the walls of the stadium seemed to vibrate with the collective energy. However, for Bruce, the external world had faded into the background. The deafening cheers became a distant hum as he focused on the rhythmic beating of his own heart. The world around him blurred, leaving only the ring, his opponent, and the pursuit of redemption. Blow after blow, Bruce unleashed a relentless assault, his punches a symphony of precision and power. The Juggernaut, accustomed to the cheers of victory, found himself facing a transformed adversary. Bruce's movements were a dance of hunger and determination, a display of skill and tenacity that left the crowd in awe. As the rounds progressed, the once unbeaten Juggernaut found himself on the receiving end of a relentless onslaught. Bruce's punches landed with calculated accuracy, each strike a declaration of his resurgence. The crowd caught in the whirlwind of the unfolding drama, witnessed a fighter reborn, a phoenix rising from the ashes of doubt. In the midst of the chaotic spectacle, Bruce remained cantered, his focus unbroken. The redemption he sought was not merely about defeating an opponent, it was a triumph over the shadows that had threatened to engulf him. The atmosphere in the stadium reached a fever pitch as Bruce, fueled by the relentless determination that had carried him through the fight, unleashed a final, thunderous punch that connected with the Juggernaut's jaw. Time seemed to freeze for an instant before reality crashed back with the resounding thud of the Juggernaut, hitting the canvas. The crowd erupted in a deafening roar, their cheers echoing through the arena like a triumphant symphony. Nexus City, a pulsating backdrop to Bruce's journey, seemed to hold its breath as the once arrogant and unbeaten Juggernaut lay sprawled on the canvas. Bruce, standing tall in the center of the ring, became the focal point of a moment that transcended the boundaries of a mere sporting event. The stadium lights gleamed down, casting a spotlight on Bruce, his chest heaving with exhaustion and triumph. The taste of victory was sweet, But it was more than just a conquest of a formidable opponent. It was a vindication, a reclaiming of what was rightfully his. As the referee counted down, the Juggernaut struggled to rise, a metaphorical phoenix attempting to emerge from the ashes of his defeat. The seconds on the countdown clock felt like an eternity, each tick amplifying the collective anticipation of the crowd. The Juggernaut, once the epitome of invincibility, rose with a weary determination, but it was Bruce's moment, his victory, etched in the annals of Nexus City's history. The referee's hand rose and fell with each count, and as it reached the final digit, Bruce's hand was raised in triumphant victory. The cheers in the stadium reached a crescendo, the crowd witnessing the rise of a champion who had not only conquered an opponent in the ring, but had overcome the demons within. Amidst the sea of cheers and applause, Bruce's gaze scanned the crowd, his eyes locking with those of the audience who had been on this arduous journey with him. The victory was not just his, it belonged to the city that had witnessed his transformation, the spectators who had invested their emotions in his story, and the resilient spirit that defined Nexus City. The scene unfolded like the climax of an epic tale, leaving the audience with a sense of fulfillment and exhilaration. Bruce, bathed in the spotlight of victory, had not only secured a championship title, but had become a symbol of resilience for all those who dared to dream in the heart of Nexus City. The echoes of his triumph would resonate far beyond the confines of the stadium, becoming a legend that would be recounted in the vibrant streets of Nexus City for generations to come. And so, Bruce's story became a legend, inspiring countless others to face their own battles and embrace their inner warriors. His name echoed through the streets of Nexus City, a symbol of hope and resilience,